हेलो व्यूअर्स, आई डॉक्टर एस बी के लाल वेलकम यू ऑल इन माय यूट्यूब चैनल। मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। इफ़ यू आर न्यू वन, प्लीज़ लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब। टुडे वी आर विथ ए वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक, दैट इज़ द treatment of skin diseases with homeopathy. In this video we will see how homeopathy may help us. We are seeing that a lot of people are suffering from the skin diseases, and the skin diseases are of various various types. But so far as the skin disease is concerned, we may mainly categorize it into three categories. One is the uh, disease related to the infection, whenever our skin is very much affected with the infection. Another is the allergic type of skin disease, and third one is the autoimmune disease. We may see a very dangerous disease, that is the psoriasis. It is a kind of autoimmune disease. So at first we should make proper diagnosis which kind of disease these are. A patient come to us and we are seeing that he is suffering from 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and it may be more than the 15 and 20 years. He is using steroid, antibiotic creams, and a lot of allopathic medicine. Nevertheless, he is not being cured. So at first we should make the proper diagnosis, and with the help of the proper diagnosis we may cure the patient successfully. To do so, we'll have to follow the norms. If we need to treat, we should see and we should make analysis properly. So we need to study the internal and the external man separately. The man feels, sees, tastes, hears, thinks, and lives as also he wills and understands. The body is the house where the internal man resides. To illustrate James Taylor, I would like to remember Mr. James Taylor, who is the famous pioneer of homeopathy. Kent is, in his opinion, one who is suffering from consciousness does not need a surgeon, but a priest. He who has a lacerated wound or a broken bone or deformities has need of a surgeon. If his tooth must come out, he must have a surgeon dentist. If the physician acts also as a surgeon, he should stitch up a wound, but should not burn out an ulcer with a nitrate of silver. So we are seeing that homeopathy is not conservative. Homeopathy respects all aspects of the knowledge. Homeopathy respects the surgeon. Homeopathy respects the allopathic doctor. And it is very strengthful. It is the matter of exclamation that a lot of doctors are coming from the allopath, who is unanimous name in the homeopathy. We should most pay attention that the founder of the homeopathy, Samuel Hahnemann, was also a MD. He was a famous allopath, and when you heard he was disappointed from the allopathic treatment, he was in search of a holistic treatment way, and he made some research and established the homeopathy and its holistic way. So it is a holistic remedy, but we will have to study properly, we will have to treat properly, and it is the famous saying in homeopathy that treat the patient, not the disease. And there is no fourth reason except psoriasis, syphilis, and psychosis. If we are paying attention towards the proper norm and manner, will get success, and a lot of miracles come in our life. A lot of case which is treated, which is which has been treated by the pioneers of homeopathy and the homeopathic physician, we may find how they got success. To do so, we'll have to make a successful prescription. We should study the case properly. We should make the proper diagnosis, and after making diagnosis properly, we may find that homeopathy is very much effective. And I would like to give some example, and before giving you the example of the treatment, I would like to say something. The disappointments occur only when we are out of the track. Homeopathy seeks to establish a harmony and coincidence between the language of ailments and the language of drug action. He has to be conscious of the drug properties with regard to their reaction on a healthy body in all aspects. That is the physical, emotional, and mental, which include feelings, sensation, craving, aversions, emulation, aggravation, time, weather, conditions, temperature, etc. Both the similarities, when met together, neutralize the disease condition and at the same time help the resistance to increase its power against susceptibility to disease forces. We are seeing that whenever we are talking about the infection of the skin, we are finding that there are three or four types of infection. One is the fungal infection, another is the viral infection, third one is the bacterial infection, and sometimes we are finding that the patient is suffering from the protozoal infection. Whenever the patient comes and the diagnosis is being made and the doctor is finding that the patient is suffering from the bacterial infection, he is providing the antibiotic cream, he is also giving some antibiotic, and after completing the dose of antibiotic, the full course of antibiotic is of no relief. The patient is not being benefited. Then doctor is deciding to give him a steroid. Again, he is not being benefited. So it arises a question, why it is so? To make this video, I am in the opinion that seeing all the situation, seeing the reverse condition, seeing the very critical situation in every aspect and in every symptoms, in every case of skin diseases, whether it is not deformative, we may cure successfully. So whenever we are seeing the bacterial infection or the protozoal or the viral infection, one medicine that is very remarkable medicine is anti-included. You may find patches. So if we are seeing the location of the skin disease, it is also an important part of the treatment, that in which location, in which portion the disease is, and the man is suffering from which kind of infection. And sometime we are seeing a very remarkable medicine, that is the histamine 30. It is very much useful in the allergic cases. What type of allergy is not relevant fact. In every kind of allergy, we may provide histamine 30, and the skin disease which is due to the allergic agent, whatever the allergic agent is, you may treat successfully with the help of histamine. And antimicrobe is an excellent remedy for both the infectious disease, patches of the disease, psoriasis, and allergic disease also. And sometimes we are giving one medicine, and sometimes we are giving its complementary medicine also. I would like to give you the example of a medicine, that is the casticum. It is also a very excellent remedy whenever the disease is suppressed. In a case, I am remembering, it is the case of suppressed eczema, and it was probably the case of prosopalgia, which had for a long time befouled the skin of a very good homeopathic practitioner. Not being able to relieve the case, he had become demoralized, and the pain and suffering were very great. He had restored to an anodynes, but with the usual result of making the patient worse after the anodynes had worn out than she was before. It was the case of a lady, and after giving sulfur affected badly to the patient, and whenever it was, then I found that sulfur of was not beneficial, and I gave causticum, and single dose of causticum cured the disease and problem.